Welcome to Salute to the Ears, where my family and I discuss everything Disney, from parks, food, and rides to travel tips, movies, and more. On episode 4 of Salute to the Ears, Brooklyn joins me and we talk our favorite ladies in Disney movies, find out how Brooklyn surprises me, and is she able to answer the trivia question this week? So have fun and see if you agree with our choices. Welcome everybody to episode 4 of Salute to the Ears. Today I am joined by Brooklyn.
Hello.
And today we are going to talk about our favorite female characters in movies. Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who better to have here with me?
Yep.
So I don't know if you've noticed here at the park,
Mm-hmm.
they just got done finishing painting the castle.
Yeah, I saw the pictures for that.
What do you think of the castle?
Okay, I think it looks good. I just feel like they kind of lost the element of Cinderella with the pink and the gold.
Yeah.
I feel like the gray and the blue actually looked like Cinderella because it is Cinderella's castle, not Sleeping Beauty's.
Right.
And I feel like they went towards more Sleeping Beauty instead of Cinderella.
Yeah.
With the pinks and the golds and...
I can see that. The gold, not so much. The pink, kind of, I think, maybe takes it that way.
I think it's really pretty. I just think they kind of lost the element of Cinderella.
Okay. So you still got the bluish purple roof.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've seen is everybody says you have to see it in person.
Yeah.
That the pictures don't do it justice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the new things that we got to forward to looking to whenever we go next.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then they also got all the cavalcades going on.
Yes, the Camaros.
The Camaros over at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
So you got those. Those have Buzz.
Basically every single animated character. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple live action characters with them.
I don't know if they got any live action ones over there.
I thought they had a Gaston one or something.
No,
or a Lefou one.
Oh, Gaston's over at Magic Kingdom.
That's true.
He's been on a horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are cool too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sad for the Clydesdale with the balloon. That was
sad. That was scary. Good job by Merida and her handlers handling that. If you don't know what happened, right after the parks reopened, someone lost track of their balloon.
Poor Mickey balloon.
Yep, which is one of my favorite things, Mickey balloons.
Yeah.
But it got wrapped around the back leg of Angus, and Merida had to hang on, and so did the handlers because it scared Angus. Yeah. And he was up on his hind legs, and she hung on, and then as soon as they got it under control, she hopped off. And
exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that balloon off of there.
Probably scissors or something.
Yeah, but you don't want to get too close to that sucker. He'll kick you.
Yeah.
You'll feel it.
They might have blinded him, so.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it, but good job by everyone keeping that under control.
Mm-hmm. I just think the horses are, like, the coolest part. Like, just seeing them go down Main Street makes another level of...
Right, because we love all the horses.
Yeah, I love horses.
Horses in Disney movies have been awesome, whether it's Angus or Maximus. Mm-hmm. They all have great personality.
Philip, whatever his name is, from Beauty and the Beast. I mean, he literally went back to his house and just kind of sat there like, nothing's wrong.
But good job there. Mm-hmm. Yep. So as I said, because we were just talking about some of the princesses and stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking about female characters.
Yeah.
I think what makes a good, strong character and female character in a Disney movie is... There's got to be depth there, meaning they make you laugh, they draw you in, there's a little action, they tug on the heartstrings a little bit, maybe. Yeah. You can relate to their story. Mm-hmm. Okay? So how we're going to do this is we're each going to give 2 characters from either Star Wars or Marvel.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. We're going to take turns, and there's no repeats.
Oh, okay.
No repeats.
Okay.
So... That's fine. Then when we get to Disney, we each get 5.
We each get 5?
We each get 5.
I think I have 5, so that's good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go with your first Star Wars Avengers character and why you like them.
Okay. I know she's not around anymore, but Black Widow. I think my dad knew this was coming. She's always been one of my favorite characters. When Jackson had his fifth or sixth birthday party, it was Avengers.
Right, when we were still up in New York, yeah.
My dad had Iron Man, a couple of their other buddies dressed up as Avengers, and my mom was Black Widow, and we still have the shirt, and I wore it one year for Halloween. So.
Yeah, she's always fun to watch in a movie because she doesn't have a superpower.
Exactly.
She's one of the few, and she doesn't have a suit of armor.
Yeah.
She's out there fighting, just whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she has the comedy aspect too, like.
Yeah. No.
Like in Endgame, what's the sandwich scene, whatever, like.
She's had some good one-liners.
Yeah.
And her story's gone through a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, and considering we don't even know what her story really is, she just kind of came to the Avengers.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find that out with the new
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever that comes out.
We're gonna go see that.
Yes, we will. So that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Not who I expected you to go with first. So that kind of leaves some things open for me.
Okay.
Of where I'm gonna go next.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with, that'd be a safe one, because I know you probably won't go with that one, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Princess Leia. She's the OG. Mm-hmm. She's the original. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, was that on your list?
Possibly.
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 She kind of got the whole thing started in Star Wars, and it's not until later we really figure out that, hey, she can use the Force too.
Yeah.
So, and then she ends up becoming the commander, the general, of the whole rebellion, right?
And then she literally, in the newest movie, if you guys haven't seen this, she literally, is this in Last Jedi or is this in Rise of Skywalker, when she goes out into space and is able to control her force and basically come back alive and to fight back from that, I think.
Yeah, no, she's gone through from being a prisoner to
losing her brother,
losing her brother, losing her love, her son going to the dark side.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. To still keep hope alive for so many people.
Yeah.
She was just a symbol of strength for so many. Mm-hmm. And...
well, miss the buns. I mean...
yeah, the buns. Yeah, those are pretty iconic. She was able to show strength in times of diversity, which I think...
and I'm pretty sure she was held captive in one of the movies.
Oh, she absolutely was. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know you haven't seen all of them in depth, but she most definitely was held captive. So, all right. So, Black Widow and Leia are down. Who do you got next?
Okay, I have Rey.
Ooh, okay.
First off, she just first losing her parents and basically just...
she doesn't even know who they are, really.
Well, she finds out, but she didn't really know who they were.
Right.
And then to just go become a Skywalker. Like, everybody knows who Luke Skywalker is. And that's also a big role to take on.
It is a big role. She went from, hey, I'm a scavenger who's basically scrounging around for anything just so I have enough food, living wherever I can live, to the most important person in the universe. She was the last Jedi.
And then to fall in love with a what is her last name?
Well, he was a Skywalker.
Yeah, he was a Skywalker, and so...
he was on the dark side, so... yeah. Yep.
And then he just, kind of falls dead, so, I mean...
that was kind of a sad and sudden ending there.
Yeah.
It was... she goes from not really having much faith in who she is to, wow, I can do... look at all these things I can do, to I can't do enough.
Yeah.
To... she kind of goes back and forth, but...
I can drive the Millennium Falcon. Look at that.
Her strength really comes out as the series goes along.
Yeah.
And it's... if it wasn't for her, in the very end, the dark side would have won.
And that's crazy.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so you took Black Widow and Rey. That left me with Leia. And I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with... Wanda. Scarlet Witch.
Wanda?
Yeah, so...
yeah, she's a good one. I didn't even... it crossed my mind, but I have a better one, in my opinion.
Okay.
So.
All right, I'll give you your honorable mention here in a second, but...
yeah.
I like Wanda because first she starts off with her brother.
Yeah.
Isn't quite sure what she's up against.
Yeah.
Once she realizes what's going on, you can kind of see that struggle in her.
Yeah.
And she starts to come into her power.
I mean, having to wait, if her and Vision were boyfriend and girlfriend yet, she literally had to put him down like 5 levels.
Yeah.
Like with their little red stuff thing.
Yeah, it's an Endgame where she's trying to destroy the stone.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. I'm already crying. Yeah. So
But to have to do that is unreal. It's from what we've seen on screen, we haven't even seen how powerful she is. If you like actually get into like all the comic books, she's like one of the most powerful.
And I feel like whenever somebody talks about Marvel, she's always skipped over.
Yeah.
The female character in it is now Gamora and Black Widow. That's a good
one too. Yeah, Gamora was another good one. Was that your other?
No. I didn't even.
That's another good one.
Yeah, like
she probably would have been my honorable mention.
Yeah, I think she is an honorable mention just because she did die.
Well, she did die, but before that, she went from being taken from her parents, taken from her mom.
Yeah, which one of them was not a good person, but screw you, Thanos. But
and but Thanos takes her.
Yeah.
And raises her, and she doesn't like him.
Yeah, no.
And she realizes what he's doing is bad. And, like, everybody associates her with him.
Yeah.
And so that just kind of follows her around. And she battles her way through that.
And even seeing young Gamora.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing her sister. Just how traumatized they are now from what happened.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago or something like that.
Right. And, I mean, that was her adopted sister.
But still.
So, yeah.
Like... And I still feel like she knew.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she knew she had to do that for the sake of a lot of people's lives.
Right.
Which didn't end up happening, but...
Yeah.
I mean...
Right.
It did, so...
So, who is your honorable mention?
My honorable mention? Oof.
So you had another one. If you don't have one, we can move on.
I think my honorable mention was planning on Scarlet Witch and Gamora, which we already talked about them, so I think,
Yeah. I could talk Marvel stuff all day. I'm more of a Marvel nerd than a Star Wars nerd.
Oh yeah, definitely. I will not watch Toy Story 4, Endgame, Infinity War, and there's another one.
Yes, there's a lot of them that make you cry.
Like, I don't think there was a break that I didn't cry during Endgame. Like, I was just flat out, like, it was bad.
You cried a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to some of our happier characters.
Okay.
Let's go over to Disney.
Disney. Okay.
Disney. This can be animated, or it can be live action.
Yeah.
Okay. And this could also be, it can be people, or it can be animal.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you never told me it could be animal. Now I have so many, like...
All right. So who's your first one?
My first one has to be Merida.
Merida. I knew that was coming.
So, okay, as I said earlier, horses, I love them. Like,
yep. Angus is awesome.
Angus is awesome. We know some friends at the Clydesdale. They're awesome.
Yep.
But I feel like, okay, you have to think about the stress that she would have if she wasn't able to do the things she did in the amount of time she did towards the end.
Yeah, so...
She would have basically lost most of her family.
So changing her mom and brothers...
into a bear. Which her brothers were an accident, and her mom was an accident because she did not know that they were going to become bears.
Right. She wasn't very specific on her wish. Yeah. And they became bears.
The witch was not very specific either in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. And so she had to race the sun.
Yeah.
In order to make sure that they weren't bears forever.
And to have to fight her dad not to kill her mom is...
Yeah. I liked Merida because she's spunky.
Yes.
She's got this little spunk and attitude and spark to her. I don't think you necessarily see
I think it just comes out of her hair, just like...
Yep. That may be my favorite animated feature on any character ever.
Oh, yeah. Hair. It takes them hours.
It took them a long time.
It took them a week to draw her first hair.
Her hair is fantastic on there. Her spunk.
Yeah.
She's very independent.
Yes.
She wants to be able to do things her own way.
She never gets married.
She's very stubborn. Well, she doesn't get married during that movie. She may have.
She doesn't get married. Let's just say that. Like.
Okay. She doesn't get married then because she's going to do it her own way.
Yeah.
And she kind of learns to kind of give in on some things.
Yeah.
But maybe her mom wasn't wrong on everything.
Yeah.
And
on everything. But there was some things.
There were some things where they both had to kind of grow.
I mean, she had to have one day. Like I used to be able to sing every single song from there and say. I literally used to be able to say the words that the witch's spell.
Right.
Like
you watched that movie so many times.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
The CD had lines in it because I had watched it so much.
You had a wig. You had a bow with suction cups.
Yep. So then I used to shoot my brother.
Yep.
That's completely other story.
Right. Yeah, I'm not surprised you picked her as your number one.
Yeah.
And she was the first one off the board for you.
Yeah.
All right.
I figured that.
I'm gonna go with Nala from Lion King.
Nala.
Hopefully our dog doesn't come running.
Yeah, that's our dog's name.
Okay. Yep. That's our dog's name. She looks kind of like a lion. Mm-hmm. So when we first adopted her, we named her Nala.
Yeah.
I like Nala from Lion King.
Yeah.
Because she was willing to take it upon herself to go out and look for food and look for help when all was bleak.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she found Simba, she had faith in him from the get-go. And if it wasn't for her...
She was kind of wondering why he wouldn't come back.
Right.
Because she just thought they both died.
Yep, she thought he was dead. But the faith she had in him to come back saved everything back around Pride Rock.
And think, if Mufasa would have died before, Simba and Nala would have been dead. Because the elephant graveyard scene.
Yeah. She becomes a good queen and a strong female, albeit animal character.
Yeah.
But still a good character.
Yeah.
In a Disney movie that shows having faith and really truly believing in what you're doing. And sometimes you have to kind of sacrifice some things in order to accomplish what you want.
Yeah. All
right. What's your next one?
My next one is Colette from Ratatouille.
Huh. I never would have guessed that one.
I just think, how many women do you see in that room? Just like she said. I mean...
Yep. Nope, she's it.
Yep, exactly. And she worked her butt off to get there.
Right.
And she deserves the job. I mean...
Nope, she's got the skills.
Yeah.
She shows him
she's
that.
She's probably better than some of the men in there.
I guarantee it, yeah. She's earned her spot.
Yeah, and I feel like to go from what her story's about is having regular kind of bad job to being one of the head chefs at a restaurant.
Yep.
And to have that restaurant kind of slowly dying.
Right.
And the original cook.
And then she's willing to sacrifice everything she's worked for her friend and...
Boyfriend.
Yeah. Boyfriend. Yep.
Probably ends up being husband, but...
Never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah.
But she puts it all on the line.
Yeah.
All on the line.
And I mean, that motorcycle. Come on, man. Like...
Yeah, it's a good motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting that one at all. You took me by surprise on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, my second favorite Disney character.
Okay.
Trying to pick one that you're not going to pick.
I know what you're thinking of, and if you do it, I will kill you.
Nope, I don't think. I'm going to go with Elizabeth Swann from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay. I don't know if I don't even know if she crossed my mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because she's another one who kind of pulls you in. She's kind of living in this world where she's almost royalty on this island, right?
Yeah, but she still is
obsessed with pirates.
Yeah,
like knows that there's something there, and
knows that they're not there for bad.
Yeah, and
I mean, besides one person, but he's poopy head.
Yeah. Doesn't leave her friends behind.
Yeah.
She goes out and does what she's got to do.
Yeah.
And learns her true strength.
Yeah.
She remains loyal to somebody who, if she would have stayed on the island, they would have said that she couldn't be with, right?
Yeah.
Ends up being the love of her life.
Yeah, ends up marrying.
Yeah.
At the end, the octopus dude.
And Davy Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah. she ends up taking over her own ship.
Yeah.
At one point, yeah. Starts to learn to fight and...
Learns how to use a gun. That's another one.
Yeah.
Like...
learns to take care of herself, her ship, and those around her that she loves.
Yeah.
And,
including Jack.
Right.
Like, that was a very drunk scene on the island. Like...
So, her character arc was going from living this life of royalty, basically, to living a life as a pirate, to back on land. So,
and then back as a pirate.
So,
and I'm just giving the shout out. The lady in the pink dress on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. What you read?
Yeah.
Yep. So there's another strong female, but she's on a ride, not in a movie. So
I know, but still, like I feel like, I mean, why not just give her different hair and color, Elizabeth Swann? Like,
well, rumor is an upcoming pirate movie is going to have her in it.
Ooh, the all-female one, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So supposedly she's going to be in it. So
yeah.
Don't count her out yet.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
may have her time coming.
Yeah.
All right. What's your next?
My next, Ellie from Up.
You surprised me with some of these. Yeah. All right. Well, why Ellie?
Okay. First off, she's living on her own in an abandoned house as a kid. First off. Yes, because...
Yeah. Well, she's not living on her own, but she's not afraid to go into this abandoned house on her own.
That's true.
Her sense of adventure is fantastic.
I think if she still would have been alive, she would have been Russell's counselor.
Yeah.
For the Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's part of me that when I'm watching that movie, I think her love for Carl is so great that it shapes how he sees everything.
Yeah, and I mean his love for her from the absolute beginning, which I don't think she did from the absolute beginning, but he did.
I think they were both kind of outcasts as kids.
No, remember, because after she gives him the balloon after he broke his arm, remember?
They became best friends then.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they had a whole lot of friends.
Yeah.
She was the crazy tomboy girl that was out for adventure, which at that point in time may not have been the most popular thing. And he was the quiet kid who really just didn't talk and was just kind of by himself.
Yeah.
And just kind of, he followed her wherever she wanted to go. Sometimes it may not have been the best idea, but it's what they did, and that's what made their love grow. Yep. That's how he hurt himself, but their love grew into a great love story, huh?
And I also think to know that she wasn't gonna make it, which I'm gonna start crying, I'm sorry, but to know that she wasn't gonna make it and to still want to spend her last moments with
They were each
Carl.
other's everything.
Yeah. She also can't have children, which she wanted so bad.
Right. Yeah.
Is another thing.
Yep.
Like, that's really hard.
Right.
Like...
It is.
Like, Russell would have became her kid.
Yeah.
Which...
He would have been their adopted grandkid.
Yeah.
Yep. So, which I think kind of ends up happening anyway.
Yeah.
They enjoyed that ice cream cone.
Yeah.
So, all right, my next one.
Okay.
Probably gonna steal one from your list, but it is.
What?
I'm gonna go with Rapunzel.
Okay. That wasn't on my list, by the way.
What?
Okay, she's a strong female character. I just couldn't make up, like, a reason, like, why. I just couldn't think of, like, in my mind, I couldn't think, like, oh, what makes her, besides her being cocky and kind of funky. And,
yeah, I don't think she's...
Besides her long hair, like, she's a great character, but I feel like her thing is her long hair. And I feel like there's more to that, but I just couldn't find it in that moment.
Right, it's... For me, she goes from being super innocent and super naive.
Yeah.
Just kind of thinking everything is great in the world. And
being adopted.
I've got this magic hair. Doesn't everybody have magic hair?
I mean, yeah.
Like, what's going on?
And I mean, how do you not notice whenever your mom brushes your hair, she gets younger?
Good question, but she's, like, getting younger by a little bit. She doesn't wait till she gets really old.
Well, in one of them, she has a bunch of grays and stuff, and you can definitely tell that she gets younger.
Yeah, I don't know.
So maybe she did know.
That's a good question, but watching her in the beginning, like her and Pascal, another good animal. That's another show. His favorite animal characters. Like,
you and me.
All right, that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
But watching her and her innocence whenever she first leaves and like her bare feet touch the grass for the first time, and then
first time, but like
she's been locked in that tower. She hasn't been out of that tower.
And then after that, having to decide, do I go back or do I stay?
Right.
And she ends up staying.
That's one of the great parts about her character is the fact that she has such an inner struggle of, well, my mom says this, I'm supposed to go back and do it. She,
mom, that
right.
is
well, that's what she thinks it's her mom. Or do I do what I really want to do and go see those lanterns?
Yeah.
And trust this guy who has this weird tiara with him or crown with him, and I don't know why.
And he does this thing with his face, and it's weird.
Yeah, this weird smolder thing. Yeah.
That's another really funny scene during the movie.
Yeah, and she's very innovative because she uses the frying pan.
She uses the frying pan, the new weapon.
Yep.
Which is exactly what Flynn says. But anyway, she shoves him in a closet, which is another thing.
While he's unconscious.
So I mean, to be able to hit him with a frying pan that hard, I mean.
Yeah, no, that's a good swing. Mm-hmm. That's a seriously good swing.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's willing to give up her freedom for Flynn at the end and sacrifice herself is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. Even though he doesn't let her. Cuts off her hair.
For her own good. If you don't know, there was a little Disney Channel series that came out a few years ago, and apparently her hair grew back. And so, yeah.
They live happily ever after.
Yep.
Her tears saved him.
Yeah.
So they both got what they want.
I want to know, though, if she ever had a kid, would her kid have the magic hair?
Yeah.
Or would they not get it because it's special to the flower?
Right. And would she be considered a superhero?
That's true, because she has the healing.
Yeah, she's the only princess I know of that has...
powers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know she's not like a Marvel superhero or anything, but like...
She has more superpowers than Black Widow.
That's true.
Yeah.
But hers is different than like an actual like superpower. Hers is like a power. Like a healing.
That'd be pretty awesome whenever you're dying.
I don't know.
All right. Who's your next one?
Elastigirl.
Elastigirl, that's a good one.
Or Helen Parr. She is the mother of the Incredibles family. First off, her house gets blown up by a jet.
Right.
She has to literally jump hundreds of feet in the air to catch her baby in the same moment.
Yeah.
And in the next movie, it has to handle being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And has to handle being away from them. It has to handle, I'm doing something illegal. Will this affect my kids?
Right.
And she was underground for 15 years.
Yeah. That'd be hard.
Yeah. Like, we thought quarantine was hard.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. No, it's she has to hide who she is and convince her kids they have to
which
hide
they
who
don't
they
like
are.
at all.
Dash doesn't want to hide it. Yeah. He wants to.
I mean, the washing the hands scene in The Incredibles.
Yeah. He wants to go rule the sports world.
Yeah, which, I mean, he does do track, which is what he wanted to do.
Right.
Because he knows he's fast, but...
Right. That's a good one. You're surprising me with some of these that you're picking. It's not the ones I was expecting from you.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to know this one. The next one's coming either, so...
Oh, I can keep... The surprise is coming.
Yeah.
Who do I want to go with my next one? I think I'm gonna go... Which one do I want to go with?
No, go with that one.
I'm gonna go with Dory.
Dory.
I'm gonna go with Dory. I'm gonna go back to the animal world. I like Dory because she's just so loyal. She has no reason to be loyal because she doesn't necessarily remember anything.
Yeah.
Until she finally does.
Yeah.
But just the way she's able to stay positive and keeps going, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming,
yep.
swimming.
So she just kind of keeps going, and even though she has memory issues, she knows she has memory issues.
And she jokes about it, and she
But memory issues are hard.
Yeah, I mean, like...
The fact that she stays by Marlin's side the whole way to go find Nemo is...
Which, she's like, Why not? I have been trying to get help for 20 years.
She just knows. So. She just knows that she's supposed to stay with him. Yeah. She doesn't know why, but she remains loyal, even when
she just knows that because she got whacked in the head. So
yeah. Or even though things aren't going well for Marlon, and he snaps at her a few times and gets angry, she just stays right there. She knows that's where she's supposed to be.
Well, in Finding Dory.
Yeah, Finding Dory's different, but yeah.
Also, Dory and Nemo kind of has a lesson about the ocean.
Well, yeah, there are some fun facts and stuff in there, and
fun facts, lessons cut up your 6-packs. Don't.
Yeah, but she has good one-liners in there that make you laugh, and she kind of pulls at the heartstrings a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, one of them I remember is I remember it like it was yesterday. Of course, I don't remember yesterday that well, but
yeah. So. Yeah, I'm going to go with Dory.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay.
Who's your last one?
Sarabi from Lion King. Sarabi. Okay. So, again with the Lion King, she is one that I feel like she loses her son and her husband at the same... her son for a while and her husband at the same time.
Right.
Then gets abused and neglected from her brother-in-law.
Right, yeah.
Gets no food, no water. She goes out to hunt, but there's nothing there.
They've hunted everything.
Yeah.
She's been forced to hunt the Pride Lands dry, and it's her job to keep the lions together.
Yeah, and have to deal with the hyenas, which I would have already killed them, most of them, so, the main 3. So,
yeah.
I mean...
No, she does. She's a good queen.
Yes.
She's a good, strong queen. And does a good job of keeping the lions focused and keeping their hope up.
Yeah. And I feel like she has a lesson, too. I feel like even though she lost these people, she still has strength. She still knows that there's still stuff in life.
Yep, she keeps moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, she keeps taking steps, gets to the next day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Okay, yours.
I'm going to go old school.
Okay.
And new school. Mary Poppins.
Okay, I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, so gonna go Mary Poppins.
Okay.
With the fact that she shows up and is able to help these kids. Help
her kids,
Yeah. Well, she's a nanny. So, but...
Yeah.
But she takes care of these kids like they're her own, and she's doing the job as a nanny, and shows them fun in a different light.
Yeah, and I feel like also the Mary Poppins movie itself was a very kind of movie turning,
Yeah. It was
how did they do that?
There was a lot of technology in that movie, combining the live action and the animated. The way that character comes across, and it was the way Julie Andrews and Emily Blunt did a good job with Return. Those were some big shoes to fill, and she did a pretty good job.
And Julia Andrews even said that too.
Yeah. No, she did a fantastic job, and just the way the music comes across, and the it's lighthearted. It still tugs at your heartstrings.
And it's sad to think that besides her, there is one character left, which is the little girl. So
Dick Van Dyke's still around. He was the original chimney sweep.
No, I thought he died.
No, he's still around.
Oh, that makes me happy, but still.
Hence the reason why he was in the second one as well.
Oh yeah, what was he again?
He was the banker.
Yeah, that's
he owned the bank.
Yeah, that's how I remember.
Yeah. So. Yeah. You have any honorable mention ones in there?
Bo Peep. That's my other Peep. Bo Peep. Okay, first off, she leaves Woody. I'm totally gonna cry during this, but she leaves Woody, and she just goes and knows that if she doesn't do this, something bad's gonna happen. And I feel like Woody made a good job of making sure that didn't.
Yeah. Bo Peep's a good one.
And just go out on your own, she has a skunk mobile,
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty awesome. Wow, I think there was a lot of honorable mention ones we could have had in there. There's another good one from Toy Story. I figured you were going to go with this one, so I didn't write
Jessie?
Jessie. I figured you were going to go Jessie.
There's a lot of them I forgot about. Like, truly, there was a lot of them I forgot about.
Yeah. There's lots of good honorable mentions, like Jessie. Mulan's another good one.
Yes, Mulan.
Belle. You dressed up like Belle forever when you were a kid.
Yeah, I mean, duh. Why not? Yeah. I literally had a whole wardrobe of princess dresses, so I mean...
Yep.
Including the new Cinderella, I always loved that thing, the Cinderella dress that I had.
Yeah.
I had the all the high heels that matched.
Right. So time for Disney
trivia. Yay!
So time for your trivia. So this is going to be Merida trivia because I knew she was going to be your number one. I knew she was going to be your favorite. I knew I didn't have a chance.
I knew you knew that too.
So okay, I'm gonna give you 2 questions.
Oh great!
See how you do. What's the names of her brothers?
Oh my gosh!
And not wee little lads.
Not wee little lads, the twins is what the queen
triplets.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what the queen calls them. It's the twins, the boys. Like, I don't even know if they actually have names.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we hear them in there or not.
Like, it's at the very beginning, and she barely mentions it. So tell me it so
Harris.
I can. Yes.
Hubert.
Yes. Now you're saying.
Harnish.
Yes. Now that you're saying it, I remember.
Okay. Where is she from?
Scotland.
Okay, but what's the land in Scotland?
Where is she from? I'm pretty sure it's northern Scotland.
Well, no, it has a name.
It has a name?
Princess Merida of...
Llandenborough!
Dunborough.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep. There you go.
I literally have a hand-painted... For my mom, the sign.
Yeah, all right. Their symbol, their crest. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so would you rather get to live one day as Princess Merida?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to depend on what day this is. Because if it's a day that she doesn't have to be a princess in the beginning, that's a different story than just a regular day.
Okay. Princess Merida or Rapunzel?
I'm sorry, I would not like brushing 7 hours of hair.
Okay, after her hair's cut.
I think I'd still go
she's free.
And I still think I'd go Merida. I like horses too much.
She has Maximus.
Maximus is more of a comedy horse. You don't really see besides.
He runs security for the kingdom.
He's a security's horse. He runs a horse security. Like, I love Maximus and stuff, but like I feel like I'd still go Merida.
Yeah.
Like, just to be able to live where she does.
Yeah.
And like drink when the fire falls. I mean, why not?
You get to climb up there.
That's like, I think the thing that it's based off of.
Right.
They said is like 200 feet tall or something.
I don't know. I think you're pulling numbers out right now, but...
But like still, like that's, in my mind, that's how tall I see it.
Yeah, but climbing up that thing would...
With your horse freaking out on the bottom.
I've done a lot of crazy things in my life, but climbing up a cliff like that is not high on my list.
Yeah.
It's like watching Free Solo. That guy's awesome, but that's not for me.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I hope you all have enjoyed listening to us discuss our favorite female characters. If you would, go ahead and subscribe down at the bottom of whatever podcast form you're listening to. You can find us on Spotify and Google right now. We're going to expand it, hopefully here soon. You can also find us at Salute to the Ears on Instagram and on Twitter. As always, go out and find your joy and...
have a magical week.